We are in trouble. Okay. I'm your host, Oraldo, for It's Tejano Time.
And I'm Nemo with Tejano USA, and this can be a good show.
And you're
I mean,
listening and
already,
watching the Tejano Time. Oh, God.
obviously, but your mic is still off, so
You
you need to
can't
talk
hear it at
closer.
all?
Yeah, just talk closer.
Okay.
Just talk
I
to the
got to
mic.
kiss the mic.
Yeah, kiss.
Like last week,
Yeah,
I've been having issues. It's
and
on my chin. Uh,
yeah, that's what she said. But well, okay,
oh, okay. All right.
can we go ahead?
All right. Let's take care of the business before we get these guys on. Okay. All right. It's okay. It's a gentleman's understanding. Gentleman's agreement, a lady's understanding. Tejano's helping Tejanos. We don't get paid. Please subscribe to YouTube to the show. Tell your friends and everything. Right, Nemo? Are you
Yes.
telling everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. And if you want to get in contact with us, you can get a hold of me at buddy at ItsTejanoTime.com and Nemo.
Nemo6753 at Yahoo.
Yahoo! Okay. Now, Nemo, we are in trouble. Okay. All right.
No, man,
So,
it's
hey
good.
guys,
This is
if
good.
anything happens on this show, I'm sorry.
You gonna put a disclaimer on there already?
Yeah, it's not
Uh,
me, okay? It's not me. I
Subjects
care
we're
about
about
her
to
no matter
talk
what.
about are not necessarily the views of this
Yeah,
podcast.
exactly. Okay. So today we have the three amigos from Tejano TV. It's Dee Burleson, Marcus Daniels, and Juan Mendoza. All right.
Well, it's Daddy
Oh
D. Who's your
wait,
daddy?
wait,
Who's
wait,
your
wait, wait.
dad? D.
Here we go. Here we go. Welcome to the show, guys. We are in trouble. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm so glad
Hey,
I didn't put the pre-show on
hey,
YouTube. But we probably should
hey,
have like
hey, D. And to answer your question, yes, yes, you can say it all day long. Okay, you and Marcus, you and
Now
Marcus
you're
can say it all day
Oh,
long. Okay.
now you're
okay.
live. Now you're live. This is when it
Y'all can,
counts.
matter of fact, y'all say it to each other 5 times if you want
Let's
to.
go.
No.
Just get it over with. Get it all out and over with.
No, these are Tejanos helping Tejanos. So y'all are brothers now. Y'all can say it all you want.
Yeah. Go ahead. And he has a screen record, so he's going to record it all. So
Nice,
Oh my!
nice.
How am I gonna? I can't control these guys.
Good evening and welcome to the Tejano Talk. Hi, I'm Dee Burleson. This is. Oh, and they refuse to answer. Guys, help me
how
out
dare
here.
you? How dare you
Hey,
take over this show? Stop
Do
it. Stop
you
it.
have do you have your tape? Do you have your tape?
Oh,
Always on hand.
Okay. You don't
ouch.
have to put it on. Okay, but I'm just.
Yeah, I'm liking the start already. Marcus has more than 2 words already, so normally,
Oh,
no,
that's
normally like
that's
he's like just shut down.
okay. That's
this is
Wow.
what happens when
Mark.
we're in company.
All right.
Matter of
So
fact, that's why I got dressed up because you guys didn't.
Yeah, let's see that outfit, man. Got that glitter on.
uh-oh,
Got the Three Amigos shirt.
he got his
Yeah,
merch.
and the tape.
All right.
Yeah,
No. Take
we
that off. All right. Hey, so
Y'all
let's
started this.
start with let's introduce you to our audience. Okay, we have Marcus Daniel, the Midnight Cowboy. All right,
why
Dee
Midnight
Burleson.
Cowboy?
You know what? We're gonna ask Marcus how he
Oh,
can.
okay, all
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
okay, all
And
right.
Dee,
I'll tell.
okay, I don't know, Marcus. I'm gonna let you take care of that. If you want Dee to say, you can tell. But we also have Dee Burleson from Culturas from from the '90s, right? '80s, '90s.
For those of y'all who don't remember him, he was Delia's sidekick.
Oh, oh, sidekick. Oh, the
I
gloves
love
are
it.
off.
I
Oh,
love
it's
it.
gonna be that kind of
he,
show.
I
Oh,
love
he
it.
was second in command.
Yeah,
Buddy
she always told him what to do on that stage.
No, first, Buddy made me sound like I'm 85 years old. Back in the
Hey,
90s, we had. If
I
you guys
actually know.
remember him at all,
Wait. Yeah, I used to put on. Well, let's finish this off with D Burleson. D Light is his nickname, and we have Juan Mendoza, El Guy. Okay,
And
from
what?
El
El
Guy.
Guy.
El guy.
El
Now
El
Guy.
guy.
we just call him El Pinche Mero Mero Jefe.
Okay. Hey, now
El
D.
el way.
Wait,
Wait.
El way.
It's even
I don't
better,
know.
Nemo.
It's
I don't.
G-U-E-Y instead of
Wait,
G-U-Y.
guys.
Okay, got it.
D.
Way.
I used to put
El
on
guy.
concerts, and this poster
Uh huh.
has culturas on it. You guys
Oh,
performed it at our concert, like that.
wow.
In
Don't remember you at
Bogota.
all. As a matter of fact, I probably tried to forget. So,
Oh, all right. But I'm a big fan from back in the day.
Hey,
Also,
did y'all get paid? That's the question.
we paid everybody.
ooh,
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna start with Marcus Daniels since the first question arrived. How did you the get tagged the Midnight Cowboy? Or who
Well,
gave it to you?
let's of course most things we blame on D Burleson. So I don't, I filled in with the Theo Factory a few months back at Fanfare, and he saw me on stage in my mariachi suit, and he said, "Look at that midnight mariachi."
Uh-oh.
So somehow it has formed into the Midnight Cowboy. So
Well, that's good. It's not
I
bad.
think it's a cool name.
the
Yeah.
Midnight Mariachi wasn't bad either.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? I saw a video. I do a little research before I have guests. Nemo doesn't. He likes to come in here cold. I don't know. Did you do some research? But
No, but I know who they are. It's not like we need to research.
I do in-depth research. But I saw a video of you and D at Vegas Tejano back in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, D,
See,
you
come
can take
on.
off the tape. You can take off
He's
the
a,
tape.
Yeah,
he's a
2021.
translator.
Yes.
21.
Okay. And well, first of all, I did not know you played trombone. D.
That is the one thing I
Oh,
do best in the entire world. Ever since I was from sixth grade on, I played trombone all my life. I played in the San Antonio Symphony Orchestra. I played with,
Wow.
played with Jimmy Edward.
That's cool.
Gosh, just all over the place. But that's what I do best. Is I play trombone.
Okay.
4 years, all state in high school.
Well, I saw you introduce Marcus during that time, and I said, "Oh wow, this is pretty cool." And now, Marcus, we have some friends from Fort Worth, Stampede, and you helped them out. You were their lead singer for a little bit, or for a few shows.
yeah. Maybe almost 8 months. So
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that filled in for a few gigs.
because
In Wikipedia, you're still the lead singer.
Get
really,
out!
Yeah.
You're lying.
He
Yeah, I
changes
am.
he changes
I
Wikipedia
am.
every now and then.
I don't
I
know.
am.
Only if
No.
it's digital, so they can go
Yeah.
and switch out the lead
He
singer.
changes the references every now and then.
First time I saw you perform was at Frank T's benefit last year,
Okay. Oh
like
yeah.
that, and you were with Stampede then.
Yes,
So it
sir.
was during that 8 months.
Yeah, it was during that period. Yeah, that
Okay.
was actually that was the first gig. That was the
Oh,
very
that was
first
the
gig.
first gig.
Yes, sir.
I thought
Yeah.
I had been away from the talent industry for 20 plus years before I started the show back up. So
Yeah.
And
I
that's why he does research.
that's why exactly. I like
Yeah.
that because I
So
didn't.
Mark has been to Fort Worth a couple of times. Neon Nights, right?
Oh yeah, man. You remember Neon Nights?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I
Well,
love that place. Yeah.
Nemo's from Fort Worth, and
Okay.
he has a newspaper called what? What is it?
Down in USA. It's a
Town USA.
it's a
Man,
it's a
now it's all just coming back to me. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's okay.
man. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Now you're from Waco, right?
Waco, yes, sir.
Okay. Or Wacko? That's what I
Waco,
used to call it.
Texas. Yeah.
Wacko.
When I first came to Texas. It was the Wacko. So,
I don't know any Branch Davidians. No.
none in your
Yeah,
family?
No.
I heard they were dying to get out of there.
Hey,
Oh,
let me
Oh,
tell you. Oh, that was good. That's
too
good.
soon. Too
Oh,
soon.
this,
Wait. Okay.
this is what we did. The black folk. We're like, when the ATF raided, we're like, man, we didn't know we had all these crazy white people up there, right? And we're all like whispering, like, man, white people are crazy. Then they start showing videos. Oh my God, there are black people coming out of there too. Man. There are black Davidians. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh no.
So the guy was really influenced.
There was no Mexicans there, right?
I'm sure there was.
No, I didn't see any. Don't start
You didn't
rumors.
see any? You didn't see any?
All right. Now, I'm gonna get to D later because D's got a lot of history. Okay. Now, want. No, 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 no. Come on, D.
See, I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
I'm
I'm
so
waiting for my
sorry.
spot. I'll be
Hey,
back when you're
yeah,
ready to talk
you're
to
gonna
me.
No, no,
you're
no,
gonna
no.
go
When
mow
D
the
gets
lawn, wash the car, and come back.
Come on.
when D gets started, we're not gonna have any talk time. So
I know. That's
we
why.
gotta get us out of the way. Get the
Wow.
Yeah.
lightweights out of the way. The
Yeah.
lightweights.
Yeah.
You know what? I've seen your show several times, and I've interacted in there. So I know D. So that's why I have to direct this
He
a
knows your
little
tricks
bit.
already.
Okay. Now,
Wow, just put a muzzle on me is what
no,
you're
no, no, no,
saying.
no, no.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, got it.
You have the freedom to interact.
Oh, in that case, let's get this thing started.
Yeah.
Okay, the
Uh,
Metiche Mexicanos want to know, Marcus. Okay, you're talking. So Marcus, you played with Stampede for a while. So what happened? People want to know what happened.
yeah, yeah.
Tell
Well,
the
See,
you,
truth.
those are the real questions people want to know. Not
Tell the
not he
truth.
played with. What happened? They didn't pay you.
He had to move. He had too many child support payments to make.
Why did you
What?
quit?
so where do you normally perform? Do you perform like in the DFW more, or do you perform like Waco area or San Antonio?
Yeah, it's mostly Waco, Temple area. A little bit in Austin, and I do San Antonio, but not much. Not much.
Marcus, just say La Onda. Just,
Well, yeah.
so
My
Have you?
actually my band is kind of parted ways right now. My high
Okay.
school buddy Memo Rincon is a bass player. He's with Bobby Polito. My keyboard player is
so
with
they
Jay
don't
Pettis.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah. So I'm kind of like we play in between their gigs, and we play when I'm not on the Three Amigos. That's when I have time to gig.
So they pay better. Is that what you're telling me?
Of course, how can I say no?
musicians go where the money
Yeah,
is.
exactly.
That's Tejano. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, now, Juan, do you find it hard to? Do you produce the show?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Oh man, I thought I had a handful
Yeah.
with Debo.
Are you the Baba Booey?
Uh,
Probably.
See now you see how you see what I go through
yeah,
every week.
yes. And tomorrow I'm going to be on their show, so everybody go to Tejano TV, or they actually go to mascangon.com, right? Or YouTube.
It'll be on YouTube and Facebook at the same time, and then later on we'll end up adding it to Tejano TV.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So when did you guys? How did you put it together, or did D put it together? The show, or
This
how did the
was
Three Amigos show start?
this was actually 3 years ago. We actually started it during the pandemic. We had nothing else to
Wow.
do, and we were just sitting around chatting on Facebook, and we decided, hey man, let's go ahead and do a little podcast. And we ended up doing it. We did like a couple shows, and until these guys went back to work, and after afterward we just stopped until this year again. We picked it back up, and it's been hard hitting ever since.
No, Juan, you were begging and pleading. Dude, come on, can you please do the show? Come on, every week is a different
Wait, that sounds like Ronaldo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I begged Nemo. We started talking back in like November before we started, and it took February just to talk to him. I mean, have
Yeah.
time to go visit him like that. I had to beg him. I had said,
He didn't
"Why did
beg.
steak dinner?" You know? I was trying everything to try to get him to try to do this.
And
I, I,
now he
I
can't
paid
get
the,
rid of me.
I paid the guys in tequila, so they couldn't resist.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting paid in tequila either. That's pretty good tequila right there.
Hey, we're only on this episode because we got a FedEx this morning with Barazul Tequila from Juan. Said, guys, do the show. All right, Juan.
Well, Nemo, you're gonna have to find us a sponsor like that.
There's plenty of tequila companies up there in Dallas, man. Get you
Are there?
some.
I don't know.
I know there's plenty of tequila sponsors or people that are sponsoring tequilas. They have who do you have? Kevin Hart, you have The Rock, you have
Yeah, let's get the rock.
Clooney,
They got their own.
I think you even have one of the Kardashian kids. Like what? Like
I don't.
Kardashian tequila.
something.
It's like a lot of
Got,
work.
got the big butt.
I guess if you want to make money on this show, and so I could buy a decent mixer, I guess we could sponsor. Because right now it's
Whatever.
coming all out of my pocket. So, which
That's
reminds
how we
me,
feel.
yeah, I was gonna say, do you guys? It costs you a lot. Now, I guess you do more of the expense. You find this.
Okay, he's pointing at somebody. We don't know who he's
Yeah, yeah.
I
Why?
think that's coming directly at me. No, that's why we have the sponsors. They pay for the expense of having the show on and stuff. So that's anything. If we ever see anything more than that, of course it'll go merchandise or something. But hopefully we can get some more sponsors, man. That way we can fly these guys out to San Antonio for the award show and fanfare and Vegas and stuff like that. That'd be awesome. We get sponsors that way.
Did
And
you
y'all
guys?
are legit because like even Shelly Lares like your whole gig right there, the Mas Chingon radio and stuff. She talked highly that you guys are part of ASCAP and BMI and all that, and so that's a big plus. A lot of these internet radio stations they don't do all that.
They don't
So
do
Yeah,
it as a business. It's a business. You
it's a
got to treat it
business.
that way.
Yeah.
I don't think Dee and Marcus would have been okay with it if you didn't have those licenses because they want to get they believe in getting paid for their music and promoting
Who
themselves.
you been talking to? Wait a
Point
minute. Now,
point
wait.
zero
Oh,
zero zero zero
yeah,
six a
yeah, I know,
play.
right?
Dude, we're in the Tejano industry. Who gets paid?
yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? That's funny you said that because I watched YouTube show and there's not a lot of money if you don't write the music, if you don't own the music.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So you guys sing it, so you get a little bit like that.
Okay.
Marcus, do you write? And Dee, do you write?
Oh, absolutely, I do.
Okay, so you
But I
didn't,
purchase. If I don't write it, I buy it and it's mine.
Oh, that's good. That's smart.
but for like if from those is that like Spotify, you buy it. Does that mean you get the full amount on Spotify?
Oh, royalties?
Yeah,
Yeah,
royalty.
but you're
Yeah,
talking about
it's royalties or
percentage.
royalties.
No, I
royalties.
thought if you buy it, I don't think you buy the copyright. You could
Yeah, you buy everything. What else are you purchasing? You're buying the rights to that song.
no, you buy the right so you could sing it like that. But the person who don't okay, D, since you've been in the industry longest, tell us how that works.
See, Negro, why you want to say it like that? Let's
What?
let's shoot over to Grandpa D here. Okay.
Yeah, like wow. Mark is the one that was talking to you about it, and you need to shuffle it over to D, man. What's going on there?
Well,
Why don't you ask Mark? He's the one that
No,
was explaining to you.
I'm listening and learning from people.
okay. Dee's probably got a bigger
So
catalog of music, right? I'm
I'll start
assuming
singing.
you have a bigger catalog of music, right? Okay, no, don't go there, don't go there, D.
So there's so many things I could say to that.
I know. I said, don't go there, don't go there. But
Um, yeah, of course. Considering it's been 30 plus years worth of music, yeah, and we did a lot of writing in Culturas. I wrote some songs. Delia writes a lot of songs, and then we did covers of other people's songs too, and other
right,
songwriters. And the way royalties works is it's a 50-50 proposition. 50% automatically goes to the songwriter. The other 50% pays for the record company, the artist royalties. It pays for all the mechanical royalties of artwork, distribution, that sort of thing. So you get out of that 50%, you get a percentage.
okay,
And if you're just a performing artist, you don't make that much. If you're the writer, then yeah.
okay. So Marcus said he bought the song from a writer, so the writer doesn't get any kind of royalty if he
Okay,
buys.
yeah, well, yeah, well, if the writer is selling the song, then they're
Oh,
giving up the rights to it. They're giving you permission to own it. Basically, they're writing like think of it as contract work. Like
right.
I need 4 songs over here and 3 songs over there, and they write songs and give them away, or they sell them, and
Yeah.
then you own the rights.
I thought that was different. I thought you could.
Michael Jackson did that. He
Yep.
sold off his catalog and stuff.
Well, right, but I mean, I don't think he. Well, I guess they produced it and all that, but I get a little confused because Bumper blew up on his show, Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, because some guy from who was that? The guy who used to sing for Ramona Ayala, like that, and
Eliseo Robles.
can't remember. Remember,
Okay.
I've been at it for 20 years. I can't remember.
Well, what are you doing back? Dude, man, keep up, or
Why are you trying to tell a story you don't know?
I'm trying to
I
get
know.
educated. I'm trying to
Okay,
get
so
it.
Nemo, tell us what he's trying to say.
I have no idea who to
Okay,
start.
okay, but he blew up because he was saying that Ramon never paid him for
O
singing.
Cornelio
Well,
Reina.
that was Mario Machida, which is
Latina.
was the last singer that he had since the '90s.
Okay,
Yeah, I think there was some dispute there that actually he said Ramonella owed him millions, for
Right.
royalties and all the other stuff going on. But since then, Mario's formed his own band. Ramonella's still going on and stuff. So, yeah, you got to pay your band. So, I mean, I don't know the story if
Right.
that was
But
true or not or
Well, it
what
all depends
happened.
on what the fight was over. Was it royalties or was it just back pay?
I
You
Or
think it
get
was
to a million
royal.
bucks
Well, I
in
mean,
royalties.
it all comes down to money, regardless of the way it is.
Right.
So, I mean, it'd be royalties, or he just didn't pay him anymore for the gigs, or what happened.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think he sang the song for the records like that, and everybody thought it was the Ramon Ayala.
Yeah, no, Ramonella has always had a front
vocals?
person. He's always had
Yeah.
a front person. Eliseo Robles, I can't remember the guy's name right offhand. Even Cornelio Reina sang front for him,
Cornelio Reina.
Relámpagos and stuff like that. So, and then of course with Mario, you know, he's always had a front guy.
Well,
No, front people they get paid for at the gigs. That's it.
Yeah.
They're on the recording. They got paid for the session to go in and sing a song, just like the drummer and just like the keyboardist. They get paid to come in and record their part, and then they give up all rights after that.
okay.
Oh,
So so
that's
back in
cool.
the back when you were, I guess, purchasing, did you purchase songs or the record label would purchase a song from a writer and then you
No,
would
no, writers. Well, a record company is going to be reputable first. Oh, hopefully, will
hopefully
be reputable, and so the songwriters just have to register with the Library of Congress, and they own the song, and so they are entitled to 50% of any sales that are made because it's an original idea. It only existed because of them, and so no, so record companies normally don't purchase songs, but if they do, they treat the songwriter like a contract person. They say, "Well, write me 3 songs, we'll pay you this much, and we own it."
they
And then they come back years later after it's a huge hit, and they try to sue. I originally wrote the song, and they have to prove it, and then they have to prove,
Yeah.
then it goes to
It's just
court.
like people that are working for companies and they like create the barcode or something.
Exactly.
And then, yeah,
You were
the
under
company
contract.
owns them because they're hired them and stuff.
Yep.
okay. So uh, I guess real good writers, they don't sell their music. They say, okay, you can perform it, and I'll just get the.
Right.
Is that how it works?
That's how it works.
Unless they're like Marcus, you paid the writer to write it, right?
Marcus, you got a target on your back,
No,
right?
so he
Yeah,
gets the whole, he gets all of it,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
So
since he
on
bought it, yeah.
Spotify, you would get the big portion of the royalties.
Fifty
If you want to
percent.
call it big, yeah. Streaming,
Well,
streaming
rather
gifts.
than 1 penny, it would be like 80 cents.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So
Songwriter gets 50 cents on the dollar.
okay, but he bought it, so he gets. So what's the other 50? To the
He just
record.
said for
The
all the
category,
distribution
All the
and
musicians,
artwork and everything.
everybody else that
Record
had a
company.
hand in it in that part.
studio time, all the stuff that you get charged for. That's where the artist gets screwed basically because the record company will tell you, "Oh man, we had to pay for so much studio time and the artwork and all the distribution." Well, look at our books here, and that's why we're paying you $2.30 for last year.
All right. So so it
But I'm
probably
not bitter.
it benefits the artist if they have a hand in writing, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I know. I forgot
Are
back.
you going into songwriting? Is this what this is
Yeah.
about?
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm a math teacher. I can't write. I can barely read. Okay.
Oh please, dude! I
Please.
looked you up, and I am very first off very much impressed with you, buddy, because you're how to succeed through failure. I love that aspect, and
Oh
so
my God! You read that?
yes, sir,
Uh,
dude. Well, okay, I like to learn new. My motto is learn something new each and every day. Doesn't matter what it
not too
is.
many people know that. I've had a couple of people say, "Hey, buddy, I read the your excerpt in a book in my class." I go, "Class?" And now
No,
here,
no. So right now you're supposed to be in the middle of grading midterms. So all you Eastfield students out there, you're
go
all
ahead and
going to get a
start with that.
passing grade because he's just loafing off. He's not even going to read your work, man. He's not going to check
I
your
don't.
problems. He's just going to, yeah, it looks good.
I don't even do that. I have a program called My Math Lab, and it grades all the homework. It grades.
No way,
I give
dude.
I give 2 tests, one in October and one in December, and that's it.
Our education system sucks now.
I teach it. No, and the one in December,
He's
it's a
he's
scan
at the top
class.
of the
So I just
class.
go zip and it grades itself.
Oh my gosh, all the parents that are paying tens of thousands of dollars in student debt, and you're not even doing your job.
I'm
You see,
doing
all the students have an AI teacher now.
AI, it's all AI.
no, 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 no.
Matter of fact, buddy, I don't even think you're here. You probably have an AI just
Yeah,
sitting in for you.
Oh my god.
that's why you can't control the mic because he's not real. Okay.
Okay. Well, thanks for pointing that out. That yeah, I published a little bit. I mean, people actually I did write like 200 words for this book, and it's all about failure. I believe in failure. I tell all my
Oh
students.
yeah, failure is the best teacher. It
But you know
absolutely
what?
is.
These are all questions you can ask me tomorrow on the
Oh,
show.
he's trying
Okay?
to flip it
I'm
back off
sorry,
of
this is
him.
about you guys. Don't let me
Even
talk
though-
about me because I will talk about me all day.
Tomorrow,
No,
oh, he loves talking about himself and who he knows. He drops more names and I have no idea. It's like, and he'll tell you that he's been to Vegas like 400 times in one conversation.
By the way, you guys are going to go to Vegas next year, right?
That's the
Yes,
plan.
plan.
Yes.
It's the 20th year anniversary, so you definitely have to go. It's going to be
Tomorrow, you're going to talk about the juniors, right? The juniors.
junior.
Oh, the
I know
juniors.
The
what you were
juniors.
talking
I
about.
don't know what you're talking.
The junior. It took me a while. I was slow on that one.
I'm still slow. I don't understand what you're saying.
Oh, I'll here. Let me illuminate you there, buddy. What he's referring to at this point in the conversation. No, see,
Uh,
Nemo's got an agenda. He's got that manifesto flag behind him. He looks like he's hiding in a cave somewhere with the slick back hair. Dude,
his job
domestic
is to throw me
terrorist
into the
written all
bus.
over him, man.
Yeah, you're about
I
right.
understand
He's
this.
hiding in the spider hole somewhere,
Spanish.
Afghanistan.
AK-47 or AR-15,
Oh,
which is your
right.
preference?
You gotta do this every week, don't you? I feel sorry for you. Marcus, you gotta just listen, don't you?
Oh,
Oh man,
I love it though.
Marcus be texting people while they're talking.
I'm
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
find the name of that accordion player.
Oh,
Okay. I don't think they heard that. That was the pre-show. That was
Yeah,
pre-show
that's a
information.
pre-show.
Yeah, well, let's not talk about that.
I'll
No, no,
tell.
no.
We'll stir up a
I
whole
know
bunch of mess.
Tejano's helping
Hey,
Tejanos.
Juan,
That's our model for the
This
day.
question for you. Do you guys have? We have a game, like Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. He drinks on his show. We don't drink on our show. I guess you guys don't drink on your show, right? But we have a
No,
drinking game.
not really.
We have a drinking.
but y'all, but y'all have a tequila sponsor. Y'all don't drink it?
You should take a shot.
Yeah.
It
Why
depends what
wouldn't y'all
the
take?
occasion is.
No. Let's not get the shot.
Yeah, yeah.
Still the seal
we
on
can-
my bottle that has not been opened.
Yeah, D's not a drinker.
But I started this game for our fans because it's that anytime I go no, they take a shot. If I
So
name
when he talks about our fans, he's talking about three of them.
all three of them,
Yeah,
and then
and I don't know, I'm not sure if they really drink either.
and if I name drop, take a shot. Or if I mention Vegas, take a shot. And
Goodbye, bottle.
yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Dude,
And
that's the first half hour of our conversation right there.
exactly.
Already, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, Ramona Ayala, we went to Vegas and no.
Exactly. So
He summed it up right there.
if you want a reason to drink, just watch their show.
Oh, in that case, no.
Do you remember what was that show? Anytime, what was that? Back in the 90s, it would just come on
I
Monday.
guess he's talking to me. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Hey, me too. Nemo's older than me. Too. Well, I'm in my 50s, and so there used to be a show about with this guy. He was an innkeeper, and anytime, you know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna have to cover
Is that the same as
I bet he
that.
sucks
Bob
at
Newhart.
charades.
The Bob Newhart.
Bob Newhart show, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
it-
the innkeeper, yeah, Bob Newhart, and
Yeah.
the
There used to be a drinking game. Well, at least in college, when I went to college, we used to watch it on Mondays. And anytime he said something, we would take a shot. We would always beat him. So I thought, hey, you know what? Let's do a drinking game.
you're fading in and out on your
Okay,
mic?
I gotta kiss the mic. All right.
See, when you started the show, you were talking about rested on your chin and kissed it.
Yeah,
I was going, dude, I could work with that one.
yeah,
Okay, okay, okay.
yeah.
Where are
I'm
you
talking about.
resting on your chin there? Go ahead.
Do,
Nemo,
do,
right,
do
it's
you
your
like to
turn.
do you like to talk to the mic? do you
Wow,
close do you
Nemo,
close your
you're
eyes?
right. Nemo,
He's a
did you,
live one.
Oh, by the way, I just saw this note. I forgot to say happy birthday. I mean, happy belated birthday, Nemo. Your birthday was
Oh,
the 11th
okay.
Oh, happy
last week.
birthday,
Thank you.
guy.
I got to
Thank
say
you.
that.
oh, dude, happy birthday,
Happy
man.
birthday.
Okay,
Yeah.
now
Don't mean it because don't know you, but
Yeah, right? Like,
what is that?
so what are you doing? Like, okay, you're protesting? What?
I thought he had a Kraft American cheese on his
Oh,
face.
he's hungry.
Oh, okay.
uh, I was just gonna say, Nemo, you can talk because I'm throwing myself at the bus every time. Like,
Don't worry, we'll bring you back.
So, all right. So, yeah, let's talk. Let's talk to Daddy D.
Why'd you hesitate before?
Daddy.
Da- who's your
Let's
daddy?
talk to this nigga here.
Who's
Go
your
ahead. Yeah.
daddy? So last we heard that Delia was going through dialysis and stuff and couldn't get out and stuff, or wasn't feeling well enough. And now it turns out that you guys are recording a new album.
Yeah, AI.
Oh,
She
that's
died. She died, and we're just keeping the
oh,
image alive. And so on
she's
stage, it'll be just
her
a
her
hologram.
and Jamie Foxx. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'll just. Yeah, she's in rehab. How's that? How's the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, no. Delia had she went through some medical difficulties in the last 10 years or 15 years, but she's a nurse. She's a practicing nurse right now, and we got together. We hadn't spoken in a long time, and decided, you know what? let's let's make one more album. And so we got the guys together, and we are in the studio currently recording the latest Culturas album that should be out in a couple of months. But there's the only problem is it's a long distance thing because I'm in Colorado, they're in Texas, and the record company engineer, he's the engineer for Martina McBride. Ernie Gonzalez, he's won the Grammy for the live recording with La Mafia. He's won it for Grupo Alamo. And so those three pieces are, we have to try to fit our schedules together. So I'm flying out to Nashville in a couple of weeks to record, just to record my voice. All this other stuff is in San Antonio, but Nashville's closer, and that's where he's going to be. And so we're just piecing it together. And the thing is, we had 17 songs already recorded, but we keep writing more, and each song gets better. And so right now we're at 22 songs, and we're trying to
Wow,
figure out which 10 songs do we want to release first, kind of thing. And
that's cool.
yeah,
Are you,
it's a lot of fun.
are you gonna do a music video?
No, my screen froze.
I thought it was pro service.
I frozen. I know. You're not frozen, Steve.
Yeah, yeah, but Buddy saw through it.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, there's gonna be music videos.
Yeah, does a bear crap in the woods? Hello, that's part of the marketing, man. Why would you even ask that question? Like, how
No,
do you feel about making a video? Like,
oh, it costs too much money. No, we're gonna save those bucks. And
You
no,
know, I was gonna ask you, how come you can't do your vocals virtually, like in a studio? I mean, like in Colorado,
you can.
he does.
Matter
but
of
you
fact,
on
I
a free
mean,
trip to
like
Nashville?
when I write songs, this is my office. You just can't see it right now. But this is my office. It's a recording studio, and we write a lot of the stuff virtually and send it back and forth, and they add parts. It's really a neat process because
Yeah.
I'll sing something and maybe do the drums, and then they'll put bass and keyboards, and then Delia will sing, and Ernie will come in and play accordion in Tennessee, and then we piece the songs together. And you can do it, but there's nothing like, first off, having top-notch equipment. So in Nashville, they got all these recording studios with $30,000 microphones. I
Yeah.
The first time I saw one, it was like, dude, don't even touch it, don't breathe on it, because
Don't put your chin on it.
yeah, you a nasty man. Being in a room full of $30,000 microphones, you go, man. If I knock one over it, it's a hammer after that because it won't work.
Oh
It's
wow,
that finely
that's
tuned.
sensitive. Wow.
Oh
It's
wow.
sensitive, But yeah, oh yeah. Here's a fun fact. 3 weeks ago, no, it's been a month. A month ago, we were supposed to do 2 days. Ah, there's the echo you were talking
Was
about.
there an echo?
Okay, no, it was for a second. There were 2 days we were supposed to do stuff in the studio. Garth Brooks needed to have the studio for those 2 days. And so we got kicked out of the studio by Garth Brooks because of a project he had to do. That was fun though. It's like, really? Wow.
Did you say, wait, I'm black, and you're gonna kick me out for the white guy?
Discrimination! Discrimination!
Wait,
I got
BLM
friends
be
in
here
low places
tomorrow.
too, fool.
Does if Garth Brooks, if they kick you out, do they have to pay for your expenses?
No, no, no. They just reschedule. That's. Are you kidding? They
Yeah,
think
but
they want to pay out
you're
money?
in Nashville,
No, I
and
was. I wasn't in. It was just that we were gonna have some work for the project done in Nashville on that day in the studio for 2 days, and
also, yeah,
so
but
it just got bumped. It was a courtesy thing. You don't want to say, "Hey man, I'm wasting my time here. You gotta pay me."
okay. Well, I mean, you're gonna have to spend another night in Nashville. That there's more expensive. You have to. You were gonna fly out the next day, and then it's, well,
It wasn't like we were gonna go out and party in Nashville. That's the whitest place on earth. What are you talking about? A black man after dark in Nashville? I don't think so, my friend.
No,
okay. Oh, you
not
know
even
what?
with that jacket.
If you get okay, so
This is low key.
since you're bringing up the black thing in here like that, how do
The
okay?
black
Oh,
thing.
oh,
What's
this
that
is
about?
right?
No,
All right.
Oh,
wait, wait, wait,
what's
wait,
going on there, man?
He definitely hasn't
No,
seen
This
our
is
show.
what
no,
this show is
sir.
really about.
wait,
All right,
wait, wait, wait.
Marcus. Notice you and me, Marcus, huh?
Right.
Wait, wait,
No,
wait. And so, how
go
do you
ahead.
now?
What
Back
you
in
gotta
the
say?
'90s, back in the '90s,
Hold on,
you
I
Oh,
gotta hit record. Hold on.
back in the night, back in the '90s. Here we go.
you were the only black guy singing in Tejano.
No, no.
No,
No, who else was doing that? Now I know there's a girl, Ruth, who also
Ruth.
Oh, what? How can he say Ruth and not remember Bobby Butler?
because I did music video. Did Bobby Butler had a music video?
Well, you said singing though. You
What's
said
that?
back in here. Let me rewind.
Oh, I did acoustic Tejano music in the '90s, like that.
Man, my lawyer wants to talk to you.
So the only thing I
The
saw,
hammer.
the only music I knew were music videos.
Okay.
So okay, let me rephrase that. You
So
were
you
the
were handicapped.
only black male artist in the design industry that was
They
doing
just said
music
Bobby
videos.
Butler. I'm pretty sure he's male too.
No, no, no. I said doing music
Videos.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Hold on. So check with my attorney.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
how'd you feel about
Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Fine.
it? Was that the
I mean,
PC? I want the D. I want the D light answer.
I plead the fifth on the grounds that I might incriminate myself. No, yeah, doing videos was great. It was a lot of fun. We did one in Miami. The local video was in Miami. We did some at Desperados, which is a huge club in San Antonio. It was just a lot of fun. Tano Rose and what do you want to know? That video, making a video is just a visual representation of
I
this.
think, yeah, I think he's asking like, you were representing.
What? No! Wait. First,
Did you feel
let's
like you
pump
were
those
representing
brakes.
yourself?
My love of Tejano has nothing to do with me being
Right?
black.
I,
It has
you
no-
were so Mexican. You know, you know. You did you grow up in San Antonio?
West Side San Antonio.
See, he's straight up. You know, on the west side of our parts, like that's
Yeah, we had black and Latino families living, on the
yeah.
same street. And on the weekends, there was a little nightclub down the street, and I would go down. I would sneak down the street, and I'd peek over the fence because I called it tunda music because you hear tunda tunda
Dun, dun,
tunda
dun.
tunda tunda.
You still hear
And
that?
what I saw when I peeked over the fence was I saw people having a great time, and the term is alegría, where there's no translation for that in English. It's just that overwhelming joy. They forgot their troubles for the weekend. They were out having a great time, and there was nothing dangerous about these people. It was just people living their lives and enjoying themselves to the fullest ability, and I loved that about that scene. And so when I started playing music, I played in orquestas. I played with La Buena Vida. I had with the Patsy Torres band. I was with Jimmy Edward for a little bit. And hearing people like Sonny Osuna and the Sunlight, well, just Sonny Osuna, Little Joe. We played with all these groups, and I just loved the audience. I loved playing for these people who loved this type of music, and I understood that music, and I've never stopped loving it. So if you ask me anything about Cardi B or anybody recent, Lizzo, I have no idea who these people are and what kind of music, because I listen to strictly Tejano and classical.
Okay, so you shared your experience. Now, Marcus, did you have?
Yeah, enough of that. Go on, Marcus.
Well, I'm trying to see if there was a
It,
comparison.
A
it
correlation.
is. It's
Come on,
it's
you
parallel.
the
Yeah.
word is a correlation. You're a mathematician. Correlation.
Well, let's do the derivative.
Did you live in the hood, Marcus? Around Mexicans?
In the
Yeah.
projects.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be a black man in Tejano music in the new millennium?
In the
Yeah. It,
2020s.
it started out with me with quinceañera. I stood in the quinceañera and I saw the dance as a challenge. So I was trying to learn how to dance and like be the best dancer out there. So me and my friends were doing it every other weekend, just crashing quinceañeras, and next thing you know, I'm
This
falling
was
in
high
love with
school,
the
though, right?
no junior. It started in junior high.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I stood at the first one, I think, at ninth
So y'all
grade.
weren't going for the girls. Y'all were going for the
No,
dance.
I was going for the girls, man.
Dude,
I was
this is
going,
this is the
All
premise.
right.
This is the premise for a movie, Quinceañera
yeah,
Crashers.
yeah.
I know, right?
But yeah, and I just fell in love with the genre. I fell in love with the dance. I started learning the groups. I started singing the songs, not knowing what I was singing, but I just fell in love with the culture,
So,
and
who were some of your inspirations? Don't say D.
yeah, D. Burleson. No, look, guys, older guys would come up to me.
Older guys, thanks.
No, no, wait,
You
man.
go
Let me
by
tell
that
a
way.
story.
We went through this conversation last week.
Yeah, the older cats would come up to me and go, "You know who Bobby Butler is? You know who the Tortilla Factory is?" I'm like, "No." I mean, my parents didn't listen to Tejano, so I didn't know. I was like, "No." So I had to find out who he was, and then I started following D. Shortly after that, in my early 20s, I started following D. So
Now,
it's crazy that
did you
I'm on
follow
talk show.
D when it was just D, or did you follow D with
With
Papudas and
Culturas, I remember seeing him for the first time I saw him in Dallas. Yeah.
But if you
Oh
want to
yeah.
speak, if you want to speak to the blackest man here, that's Juan Mendoza. Juan's blacker than Marcus and I put
I'm
Well, you
blacker
didn't
than
let
together.
me
I'm
finish.
blacker
I
than
was gonna
something like
go
you.
to Wad next.
Juan knows every soul song. He knows all the artists, and I'm going, okay, Marvin Gaye, he's all right.
Were
That
you a
was
DJ on a FM station, or how is that where you
who?
picked out you? What's your background?
How'd you get involved?
Internet radio. No, I did start about 20 years ago. I was working with the AM station out there in Houston, Puro Tejano 980 AM, and I was with them for a little while. And then I went to a college station, did a rock station over there, and then took
That's
was
another
that.
drink.
A&M, yeah, he
I'm
had
an
to do it.
Aggie.
Oh, and then
Aggie.
It's fake gold.
oh, well, then I took a break for a while. I was working so much, so I didn't have time for it anymore until probably like 2011, 2012. I got into internet radio. I was working with BNet Radio out there in Houston, one of the oldest
Venus original,
Tejano
right?
internet radio stations out there. So I was working with them for a while, and then I just decided to make Mastering on Radio. We're kind of bumping heads at that radio station, so I was like, might as well go do my own thing. And I'm never really content on one little thing. So as you can see, of course, now we're 10 years into Mastering on Radio, and now we just started Tejano TV not too long ago.
So,
On Roku, right?
Yeah.
okay.
I'm
What do you
waiting for
time?
you to say, my baby Lila Lisa. Come on, man. It's every show.
Oh, I want to thank my baby Laila Cervantes for Laila Lisa Promotions.
Okay. Is that your wife?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Well,
If
I
I
hope
don't
so.
see, he just saved me from getting sued, so I had to say her name.
She has got to be one of the hardest working people in Tejano industry because she gets the music from the record companies and she makes sure that all the radio stations and the promoters and DJs get access to that music, and that's a lot of cataloging and a
That
lot of
is.
emails. And I've been Juan, you are lucky because man, to have that kind of backup and have somebody behind you that first off is partnered with you doing these shows and stuff, but then she's like the distribution center, and it's amazing. So
That yeah,
that's a match made in heaven.
we met in this industry about 8 years ago, 8 or 9 years ago, and
So
uh,
before your station.
no, it was after the station. It was about a year into the
Oh yeah,
station
two
already.
He
You know,
years.
we
attributes
met.
the
I think
success of Maschine going to Lila Lisa
So
Fernandez. He
we
okay.
does.
we met at a fanfare actually in San
Did you
Antonio.
did you the pickup line? Hey, I own Mas Chingon Radio.
No,
Is
I
that
am
what you told her?
watching
no,
go.
I had a wingman say, "Hey, do you know Mas Chingon?" Okay, and they left.
And she
So that
said,
didn't
I
work.
like you, Nemo, man. I love you, dude. Nemo asks the questions I want to ask. So
Yeah.
we're a tag team here.
"You
Let's work
ask
this
the
show.
question I don't want him to ask."
You gotta
You
have
know
the
what?
guy that asks the difficult questions.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what?
you know what?
Nemo and I are going to start our own show, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got
That's
some
what I'm
great.
talking about right there.
It's not going to be
Nemo's
Tejano
got
talk. It's going
great
to be
dad
Truck
jokes.
talk.
He's got
Yeah.
great dad
He's,
Dad jokes.
dad jokes. I call him dad jokes. Watch, Nemo.
oh, he
Tell
can't
us
tell a
what.
joke either. I cannot tell a joke, so if
Yeah, I can't remember either.
I can't remember the sequence. I screw it all up. I give the punchline first.
So speaking of what people really want to know, how did Culturas in? What happened there?
Oh, well, see, well, I attributed part of it to my leaving the group, and at that time, it was just too much success, too fast, and it was drugs and alcohol, man. You you have this persona that people in the audience they see it, they think that's you. So when if you go to an after party or stuff, they think you're Superman. Hey man, dude, have a tequila shot. Okay, let's have a tequila contest. Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
here's your glass
you're a
of
rock
tequila.
star.
That's yours. And you get wrapped up and so you don't sleep, you don't eat, you end up just moving from town to town, and after a while it just messes with you. So drugs and alcohol, when they say don't say no to drugs, please do. It wastes money, it wastes your time, and it saps your energy and your creativity. And when I saw that it was damaging that much, my wife and I at the time, we said, I gotta change. I gotta do this because if I kept going, I wouldn't be here. I'd be dead, man. I seriously believe that.
That's the
So
reason why.
that's why Culturas in it was I had to leave that environment. We were wildly successful, but that's also a curse too.
But didn't you go on your own or not?
Yes.
Oh yeah, after I cleaned up and said, okay, I still want to do music,
Uh,
and so there were people that were willing to take a chance on us. There was Texas Records, so thank you. BMG, which is the big Mexican gang, but they're from Germany.
are they
And
really?
then Warner Brothers also took a chance on us, but that chemistry you can't recreate that chemistry. That Delia and I have a dynamic on stage and a personality of its own, and you can't imitate that. So
No, no, absolutely. And it was a winner for you guys.
Do you think all that money that was thrown at you back in the '90s was the
would you stop saying back in the '90s, dude?
I know.
Well, are they throwing money at you now?
Throwing money, dude. This is all self-produced. You realize Juan and I have never met.
Yeah.
We've been working together for the last 3 years, but we still have not seen each other in person yet.
And
Oh,
and Marcus just he just recently just visited you in Colorado, didn't
No, he didn't visit
No,
me. He went to a
I came
wedding.
close.
He was
I didn't go.
he was within 100 and something miles of me, but
Yeah.
he? I
you're
thought
gonna go buy weed?
I thought
Right. Some brownies, man. No, kidding.
I thought
Those gummy bears.
when you're past shows, I
Lollipops.
thought you just went to go visit him.
I'm sorry. Say again. Your mic
I
is
thought
really.
Marcus he would go visit.
He didn't invite me to his house.
Yes, I did. You
He don't
liar,
he don't
you.
allow black people over there.
I live in a gated community. You don't like
It's
that.
gated community.
See, there's in La Onda Tejana, there's an under network, and that's all the band members' wives. and they contact each other.
Yeah.
Cynthia and Angela, oh my gosh, every week they check up on each other. What's he doing? Oh yeah, well, let's look what he's doing. We're gonna be close. You want to come stay at our house? Then they'll tell us about it.
I didn't know.
We've
I
made
didn't know they
plans.
were. Yeah, they were talking behind our back.
I know that we've made plans. It's like, huh? So you Tejano wives know, you know what I'm talking about. You guys have your own network. Ugh.
So
Wait.
do y'all leave Juan's wife out of it? Out of that
I
conversation?
guess Juan's wife doesn't know about this.
Well, we
Shit.
hadn't been
She,
down.
she
We
didn't know
hadn't
about
been
it.
down to Cthulhu yet.
She's not that close to
Okay,
the other
no,
two.
Tejano
you have to look at our arrangement. Here's Juan at the top. See, here's Juan at the top, but over Juan is the spider. That's Lala Alicia. She's got her web. Anything Juan does, she knows about. Anything that happens with us, she knows about. She's a master spy or something. I don't know what she is. But we love you, Lila.
I have
She,
yet
But
she hacks into the system.
buddy, can I have a next question?
Wow.
Next.
Yeah, because I'm still no. Why you? I need. I'm questioning this for you.
Oh, you have a question for me?
Yeah. No, it's for D. I had no idea. I thought he left Culturas and started his own band. So you left and you
Got sober, right?
retired or you stopped playing
I
for a while.
stopped on July 4th, 1998. 98.
After a
No, no,
gig?
no, 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 no. 1995. July 4th, 1995 was my last gig.
And
No,
you,
no, that was 99. That was my last gig. Period.
did
Where
you go to
at?
When I
rehab?
left Culturas, no, it wasn't to start my own band. That was never my intention. It was just that after I finally got my act together, the guys in the band were going, "So what are you gonna do?" Well, I'm thinking of, I approached Takehouse Records and they said, "Hey, yeah, we'd be glad to have you." So then he said, "Can you get a band together?" So that some of the guys from Culturas followed me into that endeavor. So
So, what was like the time difference between Culturas and you from?
it was about a
What?
year, and it was about a
Oh,
year
a
and
couple years.
something. Yeah.
Did you go to rehab? Is that how?
Wow. Okay.
No, 'cause you
There
said
you go.
drugs and alcohol.
Oh no, 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 no! It was just the cure is realizing yourself how bad it is for you, that this is not me, and I don't see how I can operate this way. And so you develop the mindset that that's it, no mas. And so I haven't had a drink since. Haven't had a drink. Haven't had any drugs, and now I'm just annoying.
No, I think you were annoying back then too.
Ouch. He doesn't know
Wow.
how to joke, man. That's uncalled for.
No, dude,
That's
no, no, no,
hurtful.
no, no. I love people without a filter, man, because they say exactly what they mean. Ooh.
But he wasn't annoying back in the day.
I know. I didn't mean it either. I
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He didn't. He was trying to do a joke, but it didn't come out
no, 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 Nemo. You don't have to explain for him. I took it the way he intended it, and it's funny.
like,
I like funny stuff.
like,
Yeah,
People,
I know you do. I know you do. I love your
I
sense of
hate
humor.
PC. I hate when people don't say what they mean. If
Yep.
you're sick and fed up, you don't have to think about, well,
Yep.
I don't think it's advantageous to
Yeah.
the Latino
Yeah.
community
Oh
to
yeah.
have these sanctions placed against us. I don't see why y'all hate Mexicans. You can't say that anymore.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
And I'll nigga please in a minute.
Yeah. How about you, Marcus? Will you do the same?
What's that? Sorry.
get
Sorry.
get off your phone, Marcus.
Man,
Yeah.
Are you still searching for that guy on the accordion?
No, I found him. I want to say his name so bad.
No, 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 no,
Just,
no, 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 no,
just
no.
say his
come
name.
on.
We don't. Nobody knows what they're talking about.
No one
But
knows what
buddy,
the subject
Somebody
was.
will.
Okay,
buddy, these are Tejanos helping Tejanos.
Thank you, D.
Providing
don't
information.
help us get canceled.
This is internet. You don't get canceled anymore.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
The Facebook
See how
block.
much of a lawsuit gets to me, and I'm like,
Your viewership might go down, but you're not going to get
Yeah.
canceled.
From 3 people to 2. Come on. We're
am I
okay.
wrong?
We're gonna be okay.
Oh my gosh.
Right. So besides D, I don't think you said who were other influencers. Like, who are like the
Oh, oh well. When I first like started falling in love, it was Emilio. David Lee, all his singers.
Yeah, I love.
So through the years, yeah, that's Ram, Jay. Those guys. Yeah, that's who I followed.
okay? I mean,
Big influence.
other than D, who are your top two?
Top
I
two.
didn't
Yeah,
make I didn't make number one. Give
I
me a break.
Wow. I mean,
no, no, no. I'm
why are
just
you
just
correlating that?
Yeah, yeah.
that-
Why are you trying to make that association? Go ahead.
I
Top.
don't want him to get because I want two other people. All right.
Okay. Jay and someone else, and I'm not gonna put Jay as number one. Let me get someone to put up there with him as a vocalist,
Yeah,
and I can't say D.
can't say.
Okay.
we know you want to.
Okay, we, okay. We had. Have you been on uh?
Wait, he's still thinking about answering his question.
I can't,
Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay,
I
what
don't
about
want to leave
female?
Jay up there by itself. But I think I
Uh,
have to.
okay,
I
let's pick a
mean,
female.
there's so many greats like Emilio or.
Female? Can I pick my female? I can't
Okay.
pick Selena, right? She's off.
Yeah, she's off the
Stephanie Montiel.
Oh, wow. What a score there, buddy.
You're my favorite out of all the three amigos right now.
What?
They like that. They like
Definitely
that.
Why?
a place in my heart.
Wow.
Yes.
I was talking about her voice, guys.
Me too. Oh, but she's great. I love everything about
Look at D's face.
Mm,
Tape it up, man.
thank you.
her. D, who's your favorite?
Oh, my favorites back at the time. Gosh, Little Joe was big because I coming from the instrumentalist point of view, having the brass section and everything, played so many gigs with him. Little Joe was absolutely number one. That's what got me hooked. Was Las Nubes. Um,
Wow.
Little Joe.
Las Nubes with a good old Schlitz in there was a
Life for
key
Schlitz
factor.
man.
Life for Schlitz.
A poco picas. A poco picas. Oh.
Toma
Um,
Schlitz. Toma Schlitz.
No, D tells a story about his love for Las Nubes. Like he can melt into that song, and
Oh man, I won't start that because we've only got how. This is an hour show, right, guys?
Yeah, yeah. We're
We only
about,
have 3
Yeah, we're
minutes
like in
left.
the last
Wait, wait.
2 minutes
Did
of
you
that.
ever
we
get
still
to
got to
perform
talk to
with
chat.
Little Joe?
I'm sorry.
Did you ever get to perform with Little Joe? Be on the same ticket?
Oh, absolutely. Gosh, dozens of
That's
times. But that was back in the 70s and 80s. Back then. So yeah, I'm an old dude, but I love this music, man.
So Little Joe and who else would you say?
But it was all the Little Joe, Jimmy Edward, Sonny Osuna.
Jimmy, yeah. Jimmy was
The,
the coolest overall. And Juan, not to leave you out, man, who was your two favorite singers, man?
I think back
can't
then,
take
I think it was Jimmy
Yeah.
Edward and Agustin Ramirez.
Agustin.
oh yeah.
El Guti. They just had the voices for Tejano music, man.
So you
I-
say
I-
back then, but how about now?
Yeah, who are
Nowadays,
some of the up and coming ones that they're
Not even up and coming. Don't mess with my question. just no, just
you need some black tape like D.
yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of artists nowadays, man. It's really hard to pick any one right now at this point.
Well,
There's,
what I think might be the issue is the reinterpretation of what's Tejano now. Because of
everything's changing.
changing.
You know, everybody's singing the same songs over and over again.
That's been the
There-
biggest issue I think for
Yeah.
Tejano is that they
So, I mean, it's really
always
hard.
just
It's
sing
really
the
hard
same
to
songs.
pick any kind of favorite now. I mean, there's a lot of great artists. Don't get me wrong,
Mhm.
but none that really stand out and say, you know what, here's who I am, and me to say,
this is
damn, that's
my
my favorite
sound.
one.
This is my sound. This is who I am. This is what I represent. They don't have that. It's all commercialized nowadays. You're trying to make record sales, and
I mean, my last one was Emilio. You know, of course,
Yeah.
even up to the point before he passed, because he had everything. He had the sound, he had the style, he had the look, and everything. You know, he danced, he sung, of course, like D. You know, he had the it factor for that time.
We had. I was going to say this earlier, but have you guys been on Tejano, uh, Tejano 360 network?
not yet. You're the only one brave enough to have us. You're the first.
Really?
Maybe
You
laugh.
guys,
I don't know. But Alec Gomez, are you
Mhm.
familiar with him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's he challenged Alex to a dance contest. We got to see
Well,
that one day.
you started that nonsense, Marcus. Still,
he said is influenced by you like that because he
Oh, I
thought you
actually
were
saw
the
that.
best entertainer. That he tries to he gets
emulate.
inspiration by you. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I wanted definitely to say that on this show because I wanted you to hear that if you didn't watch our show.
Well, no, I'm flattered. I mean, thank you, Alec. But like I said, the boy can't dance, so
you heard it here first.
no,
I'm gonna
you heard
text
it.
him after the
We
show.
said we said it first, and I'll
Oh,
say
you
it
heard it
again.
here
The
first
boy,
today.
the boy,
Okay.
he got a couple good moves, but if, I don't want to dust the floor with him. So,
Yeah.
and I'm an old man. I'll still just.
I'm telling you.
I was
Break in part three. Break in part three.
I was looking at the
Special K, Special D now.
I was looking at the poster to see what the lineup was back when you were on the show at the concert. Stephanie opened, David Manis, then
David
El
on.
Seco USA, then it was Culturas, then it was yeah.
If
So
you could only
Who
talk in
was the
that mic.
last artist? Who was the last
Jack.
artist? Oh,
Where
Okay.
was that?
This was at Marine Park in Fort Worth. It was the north side.
You
Like
know,
we had
let
like
me tell you a funny
15,000.
story about Culturas at Marine Park.
Okay.
One time, you guys were performing, and then you know how you like to bring people up on stage and stuff, but Marine Park is the stage is high and the people are low, right? So Daddy was looking around, and then she spots me. I'm in the back. I'm being Mr. Cool Guy back there and stuff. And she brings me on stage and she wants me to sing with y'all, and I'm going blank. I'm just going blank, I'm drawing a blank, and I start screaming, I start yelling, I go ah, I just start going like that. She quickly
Wait,
got me off stage though, and that was just like an embarrassing, but it was a good moment. It was a cool moment though.
cool for who?
I wish
Wait a
I had
minute.
video.
For him.
That's one of your benchmarks. I was up on stage and I screamed.
Yeah, it was like I had no idea that she put that mic right in my face, and I was going ah, like
Was that a common thing?
That's the fun thing about being on stage. There's an invisible line that people are so afraid to cross. It's just
yeah.
that line at the edge of the stage,
Hmm.
and we don't do anything special. We just have not. It's not even bravery. We just get up there and we do what we do. But people have such a fear of crossing that line. But it makes a mark on their memory when they do. And then so I'm glad you remembered something like that. I was like,
Oh yeah, I can't forget that. That was, and I've been in plenty backstages, and that was like a first, like a very memorable one. Yeah, but
It takes a lot.
I think it turns out great whenever you have somebody that knows the song and takes over and stuff, and like wow,
oh
this
man,
person.
people with confidence, people who enjoy, and they don't care what they sound like. It's just that they're having fun, and that's the
Yeah,
whole point. I mean, to
and
me,
y'all
the
make them
audience,
feel that way too. I might
well, the
add.
audience, man, they could have gone anywhere else. They could have gone to dinner, could have gone to the movies, but if they came to see you, you're gonna give your best performance. I don't care if it's 5 people or 500 people or 5,000 people.
And I've
Give them
seen
the
them
same
all.
show. Yeah.
I've seen both a small crowd and a big crowd with you guys, and you guys have always made everybody feel like they're part of the show.
Oh
So
yeah.
now, dude, I need to get into. Why'd you team up with Buddy, man? What's going on?
I begged.
How
Begged.
did that happen?
That's a conversation for tomorrow. You can ask them.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that, folks, is the end of this
After,
episode.
It,
after the
maybe.
after the juniors, hey, we need to go to the chat though, real quick.
Okay,
I mean,
but
there's plenty of
maybe.
people.
Well, you know what? You can put him on the spot now. Maybe he'll show up on tomorrow's show.
I,
Hey,
I don't have the
he's
link.
invited. He's
I don't
invited.
have the link.
Oh, we'll send it to you tomorrow. We'll
I
send
don't
it to
have
you.
to look either yet.
Dude, I'll helicopter in and give you the link.
Okay. All right. Let's go to the chat now. Nemo is gonna have because I don't have my glasses on, and so it's hard.
Dude,
Ford Muscle Luis says, "What's up, Marcus and D and Juan, aka Los Three Amigos? I love the Tejano music, which are all old school."
all right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Alfredo says, "What's up,
Alfredo
guys?"
Rios,
Yeah.
the
Do
lone
you know?
Alfredo
Mexican.
Rios,
Do
the
you
lone
know
Mexican.
Alfredo?
He's part of Grupo Fijo. And his granddaughter is,
Ali.
and she has a song with Shelly.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I am the child. I am the child. Is that
I am child, but she has another one too.
like he passes? I can't. My Spanish.
Fascinación.
Yeah. Okay. And let's see. Amazing outfit. Called Los Three Amigos shirt. Okay. Hey, oh, you know what? Where can they buy that merch?
One of a
We
kind
have
designer wear. You can't purchase this in any store. See, I
Not yet.
saved you one. Instead of saying you made it in your back room.
ma- made it in the back room. Uh,
Okay.
no, no,
Uh,
they can go to our website, go to Mastering on Radio, go on the merchandise section. We have some, but we're gonna discontinue those right there. We're gonna make some new ones because those are one of a kind and they had our three faces on them. But we're gonna come out with some new stuff here pretty
And
soon.
they had a Marcus had a different hat on, right?
On that video, I mean on that T-shirt.
On that shirt. Was
Yeah,
that
my
you? That
cowboy.
Yeah,
My
He had his
cowboy hat.
cowboy hat on.
the cowboy hat.
It's over here somewhere. I can.
hey,
so you say, who's Stanley?
yeah. Oh, Mark. I don't know. Stanley.
What?
We miss.
Stanley.
Oh,
Yeah,
and someone's calling me
and the
Stanley.
bad thing about
Maybe you meant to
these
say
chats,
Stella. No,
Are
okay.
they calling
Marcus
me
knows what the
Stanley?
I don't know why he tries to be funny. I have no
Okay,
idea.
okay.
No, okay, there was a TikTok video that went viral with my neighbor Suavecito, a DJ, and he called me Stanley in the thing. People were
There you
like,
go.
Stanley, that looks like Marcus Daniels, and people were getting confused.
Oh. Hey, well, we were talking about Bumper. He said Mario. I can't read that.
I
Marichalar.
think that was a, I think
That
that
was
was a
the
Mariana
singer,
conversation.
Okay. Thanks,
the one
Bumper.
that went viral with them.
Okay, Alfredo.
His name is Mario
Yeah.
Marichalar.
All right. Alfredo is saying the same thing. Let's see. What does Bumper say? Uh, anyone whose record on a
Records on a
record
record.
owns royalty.
Untrue, Bumper, untrue. If you're a hired studio musician, if you're just an accordion player and you go, you don't get royalties unless you wrote the song.
I always thought the singer got a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
who was the?
Not unless you make a special deal with the record company saying that you get a percentage of, if they're using your name and your likeness to promote this, the genre or a certain group, then yeah, you could make a deal like that. But no, it's not automatic. It's simply songwriter
But
and an artist.
don't you get paid as a studio musician if you have a deal
Yeah,
with the record label?
yeah, $30,
Rolls.
$100 for each session.
What if you're
Not
not a
rolls.
studio session player and stuff? What if you're part like say Guns N' Roses and stuff? They go in and they record. Do not all of them get part of that
Well, they probably
if they didn't write the song?
the band.
No, no, they're the artist.
The artist.
Songwriter gets 50%. All the rest paying the artist, paying the distribution, artwork, all that stuff. That comes out of the other 50.
Now, when you say the artist, you're not talking just the lead singer. You're
No,
talking
no, no. The group, whoever signed with the record company, because like officially for Culturas, it was D. Delia and Carlos Silvas. That's officially Culturas. So as the artist, the three of us would get paid. And then
Wait,
if we want to chip in a few bucks to the other guys, that's up to us.
Buy them some tequila shots. Yeah.
But we're the ones that take responsibility if lawsuits happened, if we bankruptcy or something like that. The three of us would take the hit. So there's risk and reward with each in your career.
thank
Did I answer the question?
Let's see. Fredo said, I can't.
You know, he's naming all the singers for.
Yeah, Mario Eliseo, Tony Coronado, Tony Sacea, and Cornelio Rena.
For who?
For
For
Ramon Ayala.
Ramonela.
Oh, okay. All right.
You're the Tejano historian here.
No. I'm research. This show is the educational.
And yes, to this next one is
Yeah,
it Pick on Buddy Day.
It's
Yes.
always pick up buddy day.
That's tomorrow too. It'll continue tomorrow.
Wait till tomorrow.
Do that.
Nemo, you got to show up just to see.
Yeah,
the
just to help out, right?
Yeah.
Hey, don't look at his email address at the beginning of the show. You forget that. Let's see. OMG, I'm Team Buddy.
Janie Rio,
Oh,
Thank you.
Team Buddy, really?
Yeah, someone's got to open
Yeah, everybody was on Nemo's team. She's backing him up.
Okay, buddy, what's wrong with the mic? What's not?
Yeah,
There
yeah.
We're gonna start a GoFundMe for Buddy.
Wait. Yeah.
Take donations.
Okay. Let's see. Mart says, I'm using
Thank you, Mart. Yeah.
Mark,
See?
no, Mark.
Uh-oh. Here's
We
the
got to do
Dr.
that in
Joe.
Vegas.
I'm now a D life fan.
Dude, why'd you put thanks?
Yeah.
Thanks a
Uh,
bunch, bud.
Dr. Joe happens to be my brother.
Yeah. He's a bona fide doctor too.
Yeah, he's the real doctor. Actually, this is a fun group on your show. Oh, thanks. Yes.
So is he saying the other ones are not fun?
Oh,
What is he saying there?
That's
thanks,
mean,
bro.
man. Just look at the negative, man.
What?
Uh,
No, I just want to know what he means.
no, 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 no. Ed, or I call him Eddie.
Oh,
Ed.
this one's for Juan. Juan. Janie Rios wants to know. I would like to know how the top 20 countdown works. Is there several countdown lists?
Is it for one or is it for his wife?
It's
Both probably.
That's Alfredo's wife.
No, the
I'm,
system how it works is we have the list on our website, Mastering Radio. Yes, we do have 3 countdowns. Well, actually 2 countdowns. One is the top 20 countdown. People can go on there and vote. It's an automated system, so all I have to do is go on the end of the week
oh, you're AI
and down
too. Okay.
yeah and download the spreadsheet, and it shows me all the numbers automatically calculated, and that's it. So top 20 countdown, top 10 music video countdown, and then we have our top 50 songs played throughout the whole week, which is automated as well. And we don't pick favorites. Some of the other top 20 countdowns, top 10 music video countdown, they pick their favorites because they don't have a show, they don't have a system, and they don't have DJs that actually you can call and request because they fired them all.
Wow,
So
Juan, is this like a really subtle diss of all the other stations?
Well, you want to like just
yes,
mention a few of them?
yes,
Oh no,
bingo.
no.
Just
Lawsuit.
Uh,
instant
Lawsuit.
cancellation. No, 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 no.
I always wondered that because some of the artists well, I think it's a Bumper. He got upset about the top 10 songs or top 20 songs, and I said not everybody. You can't always trust those because you're right. There's a lot
A
of
lot of them, pick their favorites,
Mhm.
and it's cool if you're gonna do it. If you're gonna do it that route, just make sure you let them know it's your recognition countdown. It's not an actual countdown where people go in there and vote, because a lot of these stations that have these countdowns, they play all the old school stuff. Then that's all in their shows throughout the day. So where do you leave all the new stuff? You don't really, unless there's no DJ playing, and that's when they play all the new stuff, unfortunately. But our station plays all the new stuff all day long, 24 hours, except for Sundays when we play our oldies, and that's my day for that, and that's for myself. So, yeah, that people go vote, and like I said, it's automated. It counts all the numbers by itself, and then we send it in and
is there
make the
like
flyers. They put the shows.
a minimum a number of votes you do? I mean, like
One per day, and that's it.
no,
So
I mean like let's say when you take a tally like that, only 20 people responded this week, or like 250 responded the
Does
following.
it roll over from last week? Or
Yeah, I mean,
no, no. Once it's done, I clear out the votes and start it all over again.
okay,
So
but
once I do the list, like on a Friday, is when I do the list, and as soon as I'm done with it, I clear out the results, so it starts over again.
fans that they're not always on it, so they said, well, this week we only got 15 people vote, so they
Well, they don't see that number, but me, and now,
I know that's what I'm asking
yeah.
you. Do you have like a line that you draw? Okay, we're gonna just roll
No, I
this.
mean it's unlimited. I mean, there's however many votes come in that week. That's how many they come in. It could be 200, it could be 400 or something like that, or 1,000, or. But I mean, there's no minimum that you know that people vote. So I mean, but it is once a
do
day
you
for
see,
everybody.
do you see the passion with which he talks about the station and the fans and the accuracy of the countdown? That's why I like this guy. I'll follow him to hell, man, because this guy. He, no, I mean he's very very serious about his craft. He's very serious about. He wonders why other stations don't take it as seriously and genuinely try to represent the people that listen to the stations.
yeah.
And that's why we nicknamed it, the People Station, because it's for the people. We don't vote. I don't vote. Lila doesn't vote. Our DJs don't vote. Dean Marcus don't vote. It's the
I can
fans,
vote.
the listeners that vote. And but we want it that way. We want the listeners to vote. We want them to
But
actually listen to it.
but you can vote, right?
We
If y'all
could if
just
we
log
want to,
on,
but
right? Yeah.
I just don't
Yeah.
want to.
Okay.
It's
'Cause if
it's
you
really
see like
unfair.
like D Burleson's like Cultura's really rising up the chart, there's something wrong there.
Yeah, if Culturas makes it to number one at that point, you blame D for that one.
What? fine, guys.
Or even Marcus, like, oh, all of a sudden, yeah, he's hitting number one. Let's.
That back in the '90s, Nemo and I only did one top 10 show. Remember that, Nemo?
Here we go.
It's I think it was one of the best shows we ever did. But he asked me like we did the top 10, and he asked me like, so who was your favorite group this year? And I said La Tropa F. And then he starts laughing, and I go, "What's wrong?" He said, "They didn't even make our top 10." And I go, "Oh, you're right, Nemo."
Yeah.
So
In our
funny.
top tens, we were always at nightclubs and stuff, and this was after a few drinks and stuff, and then the cameraman would just yell to me the artist and the song, and I would just repeat it. I say, "Coming in at number 10, and coming in at number 9," and
And
So
it was
you,
it
so
top.
you guys were the problem that Juan was talking about. Oh, got it. I
yeah.
understand now.
Hey, Nemo, how
They're,
did you guys do
they're
your
the
top?
DJs that got fired and rehired.
Okay, all right, let's get back to the chat because Nemo's got to go to bed. Uh, wait, so Dr. Joe says this is supposed to be the
All about
All
Buddy
about
Show.
Buddy Show. Well, normally it is.
Yeah, normally it is.
Okay, Alfredo said 60 viewers is
Nice, thank you. Thank you, Culturas. Thank you.
Alfredo. Okay, Luis says I really missed Emilio so much. I love the song English and Spanish. Yeah,
Yeah.
Juntos.
Mhm.
I told you I was like I've been
Shh,
out.
he's singing, man. Can you hush?
No, I didn't hear.
Wow. He got him singing, and you're over there talking over him.
That's what DJs do, don't they?
No.
Okay,
Solo two.
I
Go ahead,
hate
solo
that
two. Go
mess,
ahead.
man. I hate that mess.
okay, now you're okay. Uh, I told you I was gone from the industry. But I didn't even know Emilio died. Like three till like 3 years ago. And I was
Take that hat off.
Wow.
Take
Yeah,
that
thank you.
hat off.
Wow. There's some things you don't need to tell people, man. There's just
Dude,
some
I
things.
said this before, haven't I? Yeah, and I
dude.
said, and I was so sad when I found out he died, especially the way he died.
You know, Selena's dead, right?
I was going to say, did you get Selena's latest album?
You know what? The last,
Oh, he's
well, yeah,
defensive now.
last week, there, I think it was Nemo was saying something about Yolanda Saldivar. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
They released her.
And
She's
I
up
was
for
going,
parole.
Yolanda. I said,
Yes.
why does that sound so familiar to me?
So
I couldn't remember like that. Selena,
Yeah, because she wanted to be Shelly's president,
awesome.
fan president, and Mr. Lotta said no. And so she went on to Selena.
She's coming up for parole, guys.
Oh, she,
I could tell you a very
She
interesting
ain't gonna
story
get out.
about that, but we don't have the time, guys. So.
no, 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 no. Come on. You said, tell us.
Oh,
Tell
no,
us the
no,
story.
no. Okay.
Nemo,
All
hey,
right.
if Nemo's got to go to bed. He's got to go to bed. I want to hear the story.
I'll give you the condensed version.
I'll just click off. It doesn't matter.
Our manager and booking agent for Culturas was my wife, Pilar Chapa, and she's great in the industry, and a lot of people respected her and knew her, and she developed a great relationship with Abraham Quintanilla. He came to her and said there was a discrepancy going on with the leader of the fan club, and she was going to be managing the boutiques and stuff, and so he wanted to know if my wife would like the job of handling some of their business. And it was 3 weeks later that Selena was shot and killed by Yolanda Saliva. But my wife was going to get, or was offered the job that Yolanda Saliva
Wow.
was had at the moment. And
Wow.
so, yeah, but there's a whole other bunch of stuff associated with that. But yeah, so
Talk about it tomorrow
tomorrow.
I was gonna say
on the show.
just a few little tweaks in your past decisions could have been like Lena forever, and then now it's
Oh yeah, or I would have a dead ex-wife maybe. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, if she had retaliated against my wife for accepting the job, I mean, there's all kinds of what ifs.
yeah.
But that's
There's the what ifs. We can't
that
go
was
with what
part of the
ifs.
thing that was happening at the time.
like say Mark says Emmanuel J.
Cristiano El Gallo Diaz says 3 male vocalists that should get recognition in today's market, and these guys, they are real deal vocalists, and they're, but like we were saying the it factor. That's what Nemo was saying, was that the it factor. You had developing a style, having a look, and representing a certain sound or a certain part of the culture. You need to establish that. That is your identity. That I don't think these artists these days have that yet.
I
Well,
think Gallo Dez is coming up with that.
He's a soulful man, I'll tell
yeah,
you that. He's a
yeah.
good singer.
He's another black guy in the industry, but um, surprised I didn't get nothing. But no,
That's
No, no,
that's
no.
that's breaking
you know
news
exactly
here.
where I was going. But that would have killed on our show. But all right,
You
I
and
was
Buddy,
like,
man, y'all need to just stay behind the
no, no, no,
scenes.
no, no. But he's got that soulful voice, man, and he's gonna come into his own.
yeah,
He's
Yeah.
gonna come into his own pretty soon. And the only thing, these guys are young. I know Emmanuel J just came out with 2 albums. Um, but I mean, they're coming into their own, and I give them another 5 years, and they'll be well established.
yeah. I think Emmanuel J. His band backed up Bobby Polilla at Vegas
Yeah.
last.
Yeah. The thing about today's artists, though, they're looking at the top 40 mainstream, all the big bucks that can be made, and what's being glorified, all the gang violence, having mansions, having lots of big bucks, and driving big cars, and trying to represent that that's what your life is, even though, they rented all that stuff for the
Yeah,
people.
they ran it.
I,
They repoed the day after.
Whereas the artists growing up in our era, they came from the hood, came from the neighborhood. This is the kind of music we grew up with, and this is what we would want to play, and they made it famous. But the kids nowadays, there's no direction. There is no cultura that they can latch onto and say, "This is what I represent," because it's all mainstream.
you know what? I always thought the music back in the day was better quality than it is. I mean, the writing was better quality back in the day.
Sincerity. There's a sincerity, honestness,
It
and
was
genuineness to it.
it was
It's about our
organic.
lives.
It was organic for sure.
Plus,
Yeah.
plus you had actual writers writing new music at that time. So I
Yeah.
mean,
Well,
and you writing for everybody, and
I
everybody
always,
wanted a certain writer. Luis Silva
We
was one
see
of them.
that.
Yeah, Luis Silva was one of the main ones, and they were always getting their music from him. Humberto Beto Ramon is another one who
Yeah,
writes so
Humberto.
much
Wow.
music. So I mean, there was writers writing for that. And nowadays, there's really, luckily enough to get them writers. I mean, yeah, Humberto Beto Ramon is still writing music left and right, and they look to him for music. But you got to find those writers.
I thought,
You know who's a good writer? It's Gente Barrera, and I've got the guy. He writes for everybody. I called him up and I said, Gente, can you write me a couple of songs for this Culturas album? Sure, dude. And he next, sent me a tape and said, "Oh, cool, a tape." Did download.
uh-oh, I've
Oh,
got,
go ahead.
I've got a little guess.
Hi, little guest. Who is that?
This is my top.
I'm sorry. You know better. Hi there.
Just walk.
We couldn't hear you. Your mic is off or something.
You moved out of range of your
Yeah.
mic.
That,
Okay, she.
Can I say anything about the chokehold he had on that track? All I saw was thumb and hand around a kid's neck, man. Speaking of pedophiles,
oh, wow. Nice. Uh,
We're sorry.
nice. Oh, whoa. Do, do, do we have that name yet? Do we have,
all I know is that all of a sudden a small child appeared on the screen and he had a chokehold on her. Now she's disappeared. Child Protective Services?
No, 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 no.
Drink, drink, drink.
I always thought it was easier. I always thought
It's easier to what?
easier to write back in the day because they don't have as many distractions on social media like they do now. Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
always thought
I
that,
think if you're talented, you're talented. I mean, yeah, it's amazing. It amazes me that
but
writers are still writing new songs and still coming out.
like back in the day, okay, like uh, D, okay,
Yeah.
you when a lot
You're
of
back in
people,
the day.
He's
well,
horrible.
a lot of people think it's an exciting life, being a singer in a band, stuff like that. But there's a lot of boring time, like downtime.
You could ask Marcus the same question.
Well,
90% of it's downtime, man.
right. But now, like Marcus, he's got social media. He could work on that, be on his phone. Like, cause all my students, they like to be
What
on
he
their
was doing right now earlier.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and so
I'm on this show and it's boring AF. Help me.
so I thought that there was more time that writers back in the day could write, like bands could write on the bus and they play things. But now, if you're on a bus, you're all everybody in the band's probably on social media and not talking to each other.
Well, Marcus and his wife spend a lot of time on TikTok.
TikTok.
No, you don't.
Dude, wait, wait,
We're
wait.
TikTokers,
Can I
and
throw
that's
links?
endless entertainment, man.
Can
You
I
could
throw links up on the
24/7.
screen here?
My
Dude,
wife, she'll go to sleep with that and wake up with that. It's like
No,
that's just endless
Now
entertainment.
they'll be
but
making
again,
transformation videos and everything else.
oh, and
Tejano should embrace it. I
Yes.
mean, because I'll post something and they have the analytics. I can look at the numbers and I look at the age range from a post that has semi-viral on Facebook or semi-viral on TikTok, and I see the age range.
What
And
is the age? What is the
I'm
age range for
look,
Tejano?
Well,
the
he's gonna
spike
tell
the
you.
spike for TikTok is going to be well, it'll start at 24 when you see the line going up, 24, 25, but around 30 it's going to peak out and then it goes back down. That's TikTok.
Okay.
So sad. For Facebook, that spike is around 52,
Yeah,
53 years old.
YouTube is also because
Yeah.
my show. I looked at the analytics yesterday, and I was going, they're all in the 50s and 60s, and most of it, like for our show, it's
Yeah.
like 94% male.
Yeah. And just like anything else, I guess, people back in the day didn't want to let go of their cassette tapes, and then they didn't want to let go of their CDs. That was me. I didn't want to let go of my CDs. I had a wallet full of them, and I was like, come on, I want to download all this onto this. I had a Dell jukebox. It was so freaking big and thick. So I downloaded all my music onto that. I was stealing it from Napster, but it's changing, just like social media is changing.
LimeWire.
I think we need to move. Like, yeah, well, LimeWire, but
LimeWire.
the social media is changing,
Yeah.
and I know it's hard to move away from the Facebook, but you got to pay attention to these other apps.
Oh,
We're not
look.
TikTok is
even on
out there.
Facebook.
Oh,
We
look.
should.
Juan's baby is online.
My
Those two
baby's on
guys are
there.
nothing but Trouble. That's Lila Lisa Cervantes. This baby.
I agree.
Lila
These
Lisa
guys are
Rapunzel.
trouble. Let's see. 12-year-old Allie.
Mi
I can't.
fascinación.
Yeah.
Number
Number
three on
three.
Más Chingon Radio.
Oh,
Cool.
Yeah,
oh,
yes, she made
congratulations.
it up
Allie.
to
One
number
of your
3.
Allie is the proud grandma
Yeah.
Al-
That was it.
she's the grandmother of Allie.
of Trouble. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I was just
Uh,
trying to be. I was like Juan earlier.
okay. So that was the issue with Mario.
I tried it I tried it on the wrong show. It didn't happen.
Come on, Buddy and Mario and Juan, you guys are straight men. Leave it to Marcus and me to come up with the funny, witty bits. You guys are just like, just stand there. Be a fence post. And we'll make it funny.
Well, we got to produce the show.
He's got to bring the sponsors in.
Okay, sponsor. We'll talk. We'll give you an opportunity to tell your social media and all that. It
Okay.
says, Danny said, "Thank you for the love."
No, thank you. I love your system of countdown. Dude, get your glasses. Come on, face it. Face it. You're getting older. Eyesight is failing. There's nothing. There's no shame in it.
Yeah.
I'm 65 years old, dude, and I love getting old. I love getting old. I love the things that I learn along the way, and
Yeah,
there's
maybe.
nothing wrong with it.
Do you
I
want
still
me to
feel
make
like I'm
you feel
18. What's that?
You want me to make you feel bad?
No, you can't. It's impossible. But go ahead and try.
Really?
Really, I invite it.
No. Yeah. Really?
I have disability.
You do?
What kind of disability do you have?
Being a radio host.
Oh no! I'm dyslexic. I'm ADHD. And
Yeah, so am
So,
I.
so you're saying it's not your vision? It's your reading.
I can't read very well.
So you're
I'm a
Muslim?
for a reason.
No, dude, I didn't talk.
I didn't want to make you feel bad. I know you're not going to feel bad.
Dude, I didn't talk when I was younger. I'm making up for it now. I didn't talk when I was younger. They put me in special ed for 3 years simply because I didn't talk and because I had a lisp. I would say syrup and sausages, and
Yeah, I was in remedial reading.
and
None,
look at us now, taking
none,
over the world.
none Jesus Christ.
I was in fundamental math.
that buddy cannot understand anything about you being in fundamental math. What is that?
Okay.
I
Uh,
flunked it like twice.
Believe it or not, I flunked kindergarten.
Well, man, I'm horrible at math except for geometry. I can visualize geometrical space. I can tell you what things fit where and how. And I never had less than 100 average in geometry. Algebra I sucked, but geometry great.
That's all I teach is algebra.
Yeah.
Then you
Pinky
suck.
Nemo.
Teaching Nemo. I feel the same. Thank you. Okay. Okay, let's see. March. This will be the last one, I think. There is actually talk of a new Selena coming out some years ago.
Oh yeah, that was posted online this last week. They're thinking of having a virtual Selena concert, I believe.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh my
yeah,
god.
They've been doing that for a while, though.
but no, but like a hologram on stage.
Yeah, yeah, they've been trying to do that hologram for a while.
It
Yeah,
doesn't work.
they can
Yeah,
imitate speech. I mean, I think
yeah.
there's an app that Kanye West. You just type anything, it'll put it like in the style of Kanye.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that yeah, yeah.
So they can put that in the style of Selena, and then
yeah.
The AI.
AI. Yeah.
That's how
Okay,
you
so what's on tomorrow's show? What's the schedule for tomorrow's show?
yeah, wrap it up, Nemo.
go.
Okay,
Oh,
you're gonna talk about Joe Lopez and what else?
Somebody had to do it, huh?
all right.
Nemo, you gotta be on the show tomorrow.
You're gonna have news you can abuse tomorrow.
This way,
Gonna-
Tano, you guys won't get sued. They'll put the legal pressure on us because we will just speak our minds. Not like this show where we had to follow. We had to sign a disclaimer, folks, before we got on this show that we wouldn't bring up certain subjects because this is, like he says, Tejano's helping Tejanos. That we can't offend anybody. Me, I'm all about asking questions and being offensive. So
Okay.
so we're gonna talk about it all
can't wait
tomorrow.
for tomorrow.
You know what? You know what my goal is for tomorrow?
What's your goal tomorrow?
3 hours. No,
Oh boy, hell no.
For those of you that do not know, the Three Amigos shows it's supposed to be a 1 hour show. We have yet to ever hit that mark. Our shows have been hour and a half, hour 45. We
last
broke
week.
the record with Madison Pulido last week, which was 2 hours and 3 minutes that we were on, and it's fun the entire time. We just simply don't want to stop talking and learning more about these artists and tell funny stories about their lives, career on the road, and embarrassing moments. What's your most embarrassing moment, buddy? Is it right now?
Find out tomorrow.
Mine was getting up on stage with Culturas. Yep, that was pretty embarrassing.
Wow.
Okay, so
I sobered up after that, I think.
let's finish.
Why does Marcus look that way? What's going on, Marcus?
Oh my goodness.
Are you trying to catch up?
He's
He's
watching.
on TikTok, man. He's
Oh, you're TikToking?
He's got a screen next to him watching. So he's watching the TikTok next to him.
No,
Thank
but
you guys
thank
for
y'all,
having us,
thank y'all,
man.
thank y'all so
Okay.
very much.
Marcus,
It's,
why don't you tell everybody your social media? Where everybody
Oh, your TikTok.
TikTok?
Yeah, TikTok. It's Marcus Daniels on Facebook. Just Marcus Daniels y Algo Suave. Algo Suave is the group name. For Instagram, it's Marcus underscore Tough TUFF. Same
Big
thing
word.
for TikTok. Same thing for TikTok. Marcus underscore Tough. Appreciate you guys following me. Also, the CDs are available. Merch is available. MarcusDanielsMusic.com, or you can go directly to Tech Sound Music.
he's got an inner
Or if you see him in Vegas, he'll give you that, right?
Yeah, only a few left.
The thing about the Three Amigos is each of us has a particular talent. I'm just outrageous and offensive. Marcus is on he's social media savvy. He's the guy that knows everybody. He goes out and meets artists. I hate being out in public. Juan is the mastermind behind all of this. And matter of fact, we've got a video show we've been pitched that we're gonna produce where it's top videos and have a VJ and the whole bit. And so that's coming up soon. So
Very
He,
nice.
he takes care of all the voiceovers, the commercials, the drops.
graphic.
He takes care of all the So
Yeah,
these are
I'm
a computer guy.
yeah.
yeah.
I'm a
I
nerd, but I will never own a cell phone ever, ever, ever.
Yeah.
Yep, I know
I
too
have
much about them.
I have a question about that because you guys made a thumbnail with me in there. I said, how did you make me look? I really like that graphic that you made.
I'll send it to you, dude. It took me 2 minutes to make that.
I wish I had that.
All I had to do was find a good shot of you, man. Because
So you were hours and hours of watching our show. Find a good one of it.
I was, but I found every picture tells a story, has an attitude, has a feel to it, and I found the one for you that just you've got a generous and honest, open spirit to you. So that's what I wanted you to project.
All right. Until
If I'd
tomorrow.
have known Nemo was going to be on here, I'd have enjoyed that even more. Because he's dastardly, he's Machiavellian, he's got that evil twinkle in his eye. I want to catch that.
Nemo is hard to commit. I've been trying to say, hey, Nemo, you need to be on the show too.
Dude, your mic's cutting out.
He
Yeah,
barely wants to
yeah,
be on the
I
show.
know. We're wrapping it up, remember? So
Okay,
what's on tomorrow's show? The 14 indictments. What else?
14 indictments. Is that what you said?
What else on the tomorrow show?
Somebody got indicted and on molestation charges, and
Oh, snaps.
We're going to talk about that tomorrow on the show.
put it on our show. Why not?
Hey,
So,
No,
Juan,
it'll be a good show.
okay, Juan, you want to do social media?
Yeah, we do. We have social media. Of course, we have our Mastrigon Radio page. We have our Tejano TV page on Facebook. Of course, on Instagram, TikTok, and all that stuff. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow, Wednesday. Get Mastrigon Radio and, of course, Tejano TV on Facebook. You can watch it there. And, of course, on YouTube, follow Mastrigon Radio as well.
What
And, of
time?
course,
What time? Tomorrow?
tomorrow at 8 o'clock. 8
Central
o'clock, we'll
Standard
start
Time.
live. And then throughout the week, if you guys have Tejano TV, make sure you guys download it on your Roku devices. And you can watch our show throughout the week on there as well. We have 3 channels. We have all the new music videos. We have all the old school music videos. And, of course, you guys have the Three Amigos channel on there. So if you have a whole day to kill or you guys are just bored, you guys can watch it 24 hours.
If you're on a tour with a
We
bus.
also have
Yeah.
podcast with Keith, right?
Yes, we also have Keith Tejano Time podcast as well. They play right after our show, and of course, like Dee said, we're working on getting a VJ to do a music video show on Tejano TV, and of course, we have our top 10 music video countdown as well. So make sure you guys tune into all that.
And if you want to reach me on social media, it's impossible because I don't do any of that. If I don't know you personally, you cannot reach me. I mean,
Nice.
Marcus is still trying to figure out my real first name, but my
He's,
full first name
he
doesn't
wasn't
know
even
that.
invited to your house.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, Marcus, did you ever find out my first name?
yes, I did.
Really? Then reveal it to the world, my friend.
Tomorrow.
Dolores.
Tomorrow.
Dolores.
Nice teaser. Oh,
Hey,
Here we go, show.
so whenever you guys complete the album, not to exclude Juan and Marcus, but will you and Delia come on?
Oh, our show. Yeah.
on your
Yeah.
show? Hell no.
Oh. Well, do you think you can tell Delia to come on?
I will warn her against it.
Damn it.
I'll tell
All right.
I'll say
Nemo.
he's little league, no.
I want to have Marcus
These
back on
these
the show
14
all
viewer
by
people.
You got it. You got it, buddy.
Marcus.
You got it.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we'll be glad
We're
to
booked all the
understand.
way to December, but like the first week, the first month of January, we'd love to have you.
Yes, sir. Let me know. Let me know.
All
Hey,
right.
Nemo. We did like several shows with D. No, maybe 5. And then he says we start talking about Delia, and he says I'll call her right now.
Yeah.
When she picked up that phone, I was so impressed with D. I wasn't impressed before then, but when he started talking to Delia, I was like, "Oh my God, he's really talking to Delia."
He really
That was
knows her.
impressive. He really
Did,
knows
did he
her.
have, did he have his white voice on?
Oh wow,
Hi, this is D. Burleson.
Yeah,
How are
he-
you doing?
Got real
that is so
professional.
weird.
We caught it on the air.
Hey, but that's something Marcus and I share in,
That is
in
cool.
common is that people over the phone they don't know what color we are because it's hello, how you doing? Glad to meet you. May I take your order, please?
How much of D was on that phone call?
Oh,
Did he get 100% D on that phone call, or did he get like 10% D on that phone call?
He was a real deal.
no, he means how
Yeah.
much time did I take up? How much
Oh no, I was saying,
how much
was he all
showboating and
dialed up
hogging?
like he is now, or on the show? Or,
No, he was himself.
okay.
I don't
Disappointed
think.
by that.
And this was done on a cell phone, obviously.
No, it's house phone.
It was
Yeah.
on my landline that I
He has
had
a landline.
to the
That's no
to
joke.
the webcam.
Okay. Well,
Sweet.
thank you guys for being on the show. And
Thank y'all so
I
much.
guess we're being booted off. Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure this will be one of our highest rated show, maybe our last show because we probably
Yes, we beat Shelly.
Oh
Take
yeah,
that,
the
Shelly.
selling numbers are, I mean, are real good. I mean,
Should,
Kelly,
should
you had,
kick my ass for that one.
And tomorrow we're going to bring up famous juniors in the news.
And
I still don't get that reference.
not,
Oh, you
not,
will.
not to mention Farias.
Okay,
Sis.
okay, now I get it. All right, that's enough. Okay, thank you guys. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. and
He's going to pull a
oh,
no
you'll get a hold
show.
of me. Okay, thanks, guys.
Can you edit that out?
Oh my god. All right. Uh, okay,
They they are too cool. They
okay.
are too cool.
I
And
hope
your mic sucks.
I, my kids on the mic again. I'm sorry. I hope we don't get canceled, but payback's a mofo tomorrow.
So,
All right.
all
I
right.
think
Well, have fun tomorrow.
okay. Next week we're gonna have Joanna Ray, and
Sweet.
so I think I'm pretty sure, but hopefully we won't be
And
canceled.
let's do some more practice on my mic, man.
I'm gonna have to get a new mic. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay,
What
I'm your
about your
host.
old mic?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. All right. They can't hear you guys in the background, but I'm your host Orlando for It's Tejano Time,
And I'm Nemo with Tejano USA.
and you've been listening and watching Tejano. All right. I'll talk to
News
you
you can
later.
abuse tomorrow.
Okay. I'll see you later. Yeah, and broadcast.